Greetings, beautiful people. This is SB Favor Thinking Podcast, and my name is SB Favor. How are you doing today? It is Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. Another wonderful day and another day to be thankful. It is so important to be thankful. It is so important to have a good attitude, just being thankful. So I hope everyone is having a good day, and I hope that you are focusing on what is good, because as I always say, if you focus on what is good, then you can project something good to happen. You know, positive thinking is just not some kind of fantasy thing. It is projecting something good to happen, because what you focus on enough can become a reality. So focus on what is good. Well, I do have a quote for you today. And the quote is, it's really simple. The quote states, "Stop making excuses if you really want to experience blessings. Raise the standard in your actions to be prepared for opportunities." Well, that quote spoke to me personally, because I was one of those people in the past. I used to make excuses for everything. I would pray and ask God for something, and then he would present the opportunity. And then guess what? I wasn't prepared because I was making excuses. So when I think about it now, it drives me up the wall, because I say to myself, wow, the very thing that I prayed for, God presented it to me, but I wasn't prepared. Many years ago, I used to ask God to make a way for me to sing more publicly. Because I used to sing in the church a lot, but I wanted to sing in different venues, and God opened up doors for me to sing in different venues. So when the time came and the phone began to ring, I made up excuses, because guess what? I was not prepared. Now, that was many, many years ago. And when I think about it now, I say to myself, oh my God, what a lesson. I was not prepared. So what I'm really saying to you is this: prepare for your blessings. The things that you have prayed for, the things that you are expecting in your life. If there's a job you want, if it's something that you want to accomplish, something that you have dreamed about, something that you have looked forward to doing at some point in your life, make sure you prepare for it. Raise the standard in your actions every day, and don't make excuses. Because if you make excuses not to accomplish the thing you say you want to accomplish, then guess what? You must really don't want it. Ask yourself the question, why are you making excuses? When I started this podcast, I can confess I procrastinated, but I did it. And this has been a great blessing for me personally. So many people have encouraged me, and so many people kept telling me, SB, you gotta start your podcast. You gotta start your podcast. And I really didn't want to do it. I slowed my feet, and I just, I didn't want to do it. I'm always writing inspirational quotes on social media, but I didn't want to do a podcast. Now, I used to be one of those people. I didn't even like to speak publicly. I would go places, and I would be in church, and I would sit in the back. I wasn't one of those people that would sit in the front all the time. So people would call on me to speak, and they would call on me to pray, or they would call on me to just grab the mic. And so one day I stopped making excuses, and I did the very thing that I thought I couldn't do. So here I am. I'm speaking to you on a podcast. And I know now that when I speak, it's my liberty to speak, because that's me. Because we all have different gifts, right? So depending on what your gift is, do it and stop making excuses. The longer you make excuses, the longer it will take for you to get the thing that you really want. Some of us are gifted with all kinds of talents. Some of us are gifted to sing. Some of us are gifted to dance. Some of us are gifted to do beautiful things, to be a blessing to the public. But unfortunately, you make excuses. So stop making excuses. Ask yourself the question, why are you making excuses not to go back to school? Why are you making excuses not to do the thing you're supposed to be doing right now? It doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. Just don't make excuses. If you're one of those people, you always dreamed of having a real muscular body and and you started working out and then all of a sudden you just gave up. Stop making excuses. If you're one of those people, you told yourself, oh, I'm going to eat healthy, and, you started off real good and then all of a sudden you dropped the ball. Don't make excuses. Just keep going. If you, for some reason or another, mess up along the way and you've been on a good path of accomplishing all of your goals and all of a sudden you just go off the track, get back on track, but don't make excuses. We make excuses for all kinds of things that we should be doing. We tell ourselves, oh, well, I don't know about this and I don't know about that. Stop. First of all, you shouldn't be thinking anything pertaining to self-doubt. And you shouldn't be thinking anything negative, first of all. So you have to stop making excuses. Stop making excuses for why you didn't start that business. Stop making excuses. I told myself, no more. Whatever it is I want to do for the rest of my life, I am going to simply just do it. Stop making excuses. This is what I'm saying to you. Every time you make an excuse not to do something, every time you make an excuse, it's like telling God he's not with you. Because first of all, you have everything you need in order to accomplish the thing that you want to accomplish. So stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. I got to say this repetitively because I have to make sure that what I'm saying, you totally get it. We justify and make excuses for the thing that we should be doing, the thing that we can accomplish. You have made excuses. So stop making excuses. No matter what it is you are trying to do, just start. Start somewhere. And when you start, keep going. If you get off track, keep going. If you make a mistake, keep going. If it doesn't look totally right or if things may not go right, just keep going. But don't make excuses. Every time you make an excuse, it becomes a setback. It becomes a missed opportunity. So stop making excuses. Just stop. I don't care if you have to get an index card and write it on your refrigerator. Put it on your refrigerator. Write it on the card and put it on your refrigerator. Just stop making excuses. Because every time you make an excuse not to do something, it becomes a missed opportunity. Every time I think about some of my missed opportunities, it's upsetting. But guess what? I don't stay there. I don't stay there because that's the past. And now, in this moment, I know I have learned the lesson. So I have moved forward to project the things I want to see. And now, guess what? I don't make excuses. So I'm telling you, no matter what's going on in your life, stop making excuses. God gives us the strength, the grace. He gives us the awareness, the alertness, the sharpness. He gives us everything we need to accomplish whatever we need to accomplish. So stop making excuses. Stop making excuses for the thing that you want to see happen. Stop making excuses. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. It doesn't matter what you have and what you don't have. Just stop making excuses. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I hope you got the point, because guess what? As you move forward and you remember what I said, you're going to see the results of something really, really great, because you won't have any missed opportunities because you're not making any excuses. So I thank you so much for listening to SB Favor Thinking Podcast. If you need to reach me, you can reach me at sbfavor@yahoo.com via email. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at sbfavor. I also have a YouTube channel at sbfavor. Please click like and click the bell so that you can receive a notification each time there is a new episode of SB Favor Thinking Podcast. Please share the podcast with others. And if you would like to donate to the podcast, you can donate at Cash App $SB Favor. I appreciate you, and I thank you again for listening. Please share the podcast with others, and I appreciate you. You have a good day.